Today is a very auspicious day, appearance day of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Also, I got one question from Paramananda that I will reply later after Vrindavan Das Thakur. We just sang now song in glorification of Vaishnavas by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So I want to read this song. There is some point why this song. O Hari, when will I recognize who is a Vaishnava? The lotus feet of the Vaishnava are a mine of all auspiciousness. I will become maddened by holding them within my heart. The worshipful Vaishnava is always transcendental, without faults, and full of bliss. He has deep affection for Krishna's name, he is indifferent to mundane affairs, and he melts with compassion for the living beings. The Vaishnava is free from false ego, expert in bhajan, and detached from sense objects. He is free of duplicity internally and externally, and he is filled with loving attachment to the Lord's eternal pastimes. There are three types of Vaishnavas, Kanishta, Madhyam, and Uttam, and they are distinguished by their characteristics. I have heard from authorities that one should give affection to the Kanishta Vaishnava, offer respectful obeisances to the Madhyam Vaishnava, and fully serve the Uttama Vaishnava. Here authority means Rupa Goswami in Upadeshamrita. He gave this. When I recognize Vaishnavas according to their qualifications and thus duly honor them, I shall certainly receive their mercy, which is the source of all success. Bhakti-Vinod never speaks to those who, out of envy, criticize the ever-pure character of Vaishnavas. Instead, he always remains silent, does not speak with them out of protest. So today is the appearance day of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Mostly also we hear Patit Pavan, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. He is avatar of Vyasadeva. In Krishna Lila, Vyasadeva, one who wrote all Vedic Shastras, he is Shakti Avesh avatar of Krishna, not different from him. You know, he wrote so many Shastras, but still he was unsatisfied. Then he submitted to his Gurudev Narad. Narad told him, what you did was wrong, because that was for some other desires. You should sing the glories of Krishna for his satisfaction. So then Narad Goswami graced him, and Vyasadeva meditated on 4 shlokas given by Narad Goswami, saw Krishna Lila in Samadhi, means transcendental meditation, and he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. After that he got eternal bliss. So this same Vyasadeva appeared in Gaur Lila as Vrindavan Das Thakur. Also one Saka in Krishna Lila in Vrindavan, Kushuma Pir, he also entered into Vrindavan Das for some purpose. Some time ago we were hearing about Narayani. She is his mother. We read from Chaitanya Bhagavat how she was blessed 2 times. She is the daughter of one brother of Srivas Pandit. Sri Nalin Pandit is a brother of Srivas. His daughter is Narayani. So when Mahaprabhu was there and he showed his Nrishinga form to Srivas Thakur, then at that time he said, you call all members, your family members, they should see my transcendental form. And he said, I will destroy the wicked, I will protect the sadhu, so you don't fear, and I will make everyone chant Harinam. You see me, I will demonstrate to you. if you don't believe me. Then he called that Narayani. She was 4 years old that time, and he told her, you chant Harinam and cry in prema. And it happened. Then later on, also in that 21 hours Mahaprakash, when Mahaprabhu revealed himself as Supreme Lord, he was blessing all devotees, showing different avatars to them according to their rasa relationship. So also that time, at the end, he gave Narayani his own remnants of food. She is one wet nurse in Krishna Lila, Ambika, and another is Kilimbika. I forgot now. Narayan is one, another is Malini. She was his wife. So they are wet nurse, not ordinary persons. So from her, Vrindavan Das Thakur appeared in this world in Mamgachi, that is Modadrun Dvip. We go there when doing Navadip Dham Parikrama. Srila Prabhupada established one Gauriya Mat there, and his Gaur Nitai Ditis are there, and one Diti of Vrindavan Das Thakur and the temple. And outside you will see on the walls verses of Chaitanya Bhagavat. So like Vyasadeva wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, means about Krishna Lila and his different avatars, like that Vrindavan Das Thakur also wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat. First, this book was called by him as Chaitanya Mangal, but later it was renamed to Chaitanya Bhagavat by other pure devotees because they saw his Vyasadeva and Lochan Das Thakur wrote their Chaitanya Mangal, so they said this is actually Chaitanya Bhagavat. And how he wrote, Vrindavan Das Thakur is a disciple of Nityananda Prabhu. He called himself as the last disciple of Nityananda Prabhu. So by his grace, he said in Chaitanya Bhagavat, by his grace, by Nityananda Prabhu's grace, all Gaur Lila, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila, appeared in his heart. Because Vrindavan Das Thakur was not present, he was too small. Narayani was 4 years old when Mahaprabhu was doing Lila. So Vrindavan Das Thakur appeared after this appearance of Mahaprabhu. He did not directly see, but by the grace of Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, everything revealed in his heart, and he wrote Chaitanya Bhagavat. And if you read this Chaitanya Bhagavat, even Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he told that is extraordinary book. It is transcendental. It is not different from Bhagavatam. Even if atheist or Muslim or whoever will hear that book, he will become a devotee, surely. He wrote such perfect Siddhanta, everything like in Bhagavatam. You will find in the commentaries of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is giving for every Siddhanta in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he is giving evidence from different Shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, all he is giving to prove. You will find perfect Siddhanta because he's directly from his own realization. He's writing everything and it's not ordinary Vyasadeva. So that Chaitanya Bhagavat is authentic biography of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he described in details from the appearance, means even before appearance of Mahaprabhu, what was happening, and then Mahaprabhu's appearance and his childhood Leela, and then after he revealed his Leela as a devotee, and all Leelas in Navadip, Kirtans, Nagar Sankirtan, everything he described in detail. And then after Mahaprabhu took sannyas, then that later part he did not describe as so much in details. So Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he said, actually Vrindavan Das Thakur is original writer of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, but some parts he left out because he did not want to make his book too big. and he was describing the glories of Nityananda Prabhu so much in the last part. So those parts which he did not describe, the later life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that I will describe according to what I heard from Srila, means he directly heard from Raghunath Das Goswami, who saw everything in Puri, and he also came to know from Srila Damodar Goswami about the internal these pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Srila Damodar Ramananda, they experienced that. So Vrindavan Das Thakur, and you will find in Vrindavan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Bhagavat, in many places, when he is speaking the glories of Nityananda Prabhu or Vaishnavas, then after speaking he says, if someone still, even after hearing so much truth about Nityananda Prabhu and Vaishnavas, still he criticizes them, then I will kick him in the head. So many who are not realized souls, they misunderstand these statements of Vrindavan Das Thakur. Our Gurudev also told, he met one person in India, he said, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami was saying, I am very sinful, I am more sinful than Jaga and Madai, I am like all this humbleness, Trinada Pisunichana. That is okay, that is Vaishnava. But Vrindavan Das Thakur is using these words. I will kick him in the head. So how? He's a very proud person. Because they don't understand what is actually Trinada Pisunichana. Being more humble than Baladevaras. It means being established in the real self, in the service of Krishna. So here we sang this song that Vaishnavas are without faults and they have compassion for all living beings. That is Uttamadhikaris. Madhyama also they have compassion for all. They are free from false ego. They are lovingly attached to Nitya-lila. Vrindavan Thakur described everything. So, but some who don't understand, they out of envy criticize the ever pure character of Vaishnavas. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is not speaking with them. So Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he explained that Vrindavan Das Thakur is so compassionate, being the servant of Nityananda Prabhu. He sees these people, they are so ignorant and they are going towards hell. They don't know what is their own self-interest. So if I will kick them, they will get dust from my feet. Then that will cut all their ignorance and they will understand what is the point. So it is extreme compassion, not pride, but extreme compassion. They, Vaishnavas, those who are Trinada Pisunichana Tarora Pisahisnu Namanina Manadina Kirtana Sadahuri, who have these four qualities, they have two dispositions when dealing in this world, but both are coming from real ego. There is no selfish desire there. Sometimes they express that humbleness, I am nothing, I am fallen, I got the grace, that is one disposition, but when they have to preach proper conception of the truth, so being beyond Maya, they very boldly are compassionate to fallen souls to make them understand about what is actually the truth for their own benefit. So, like you see, Hanuman, he was burning whole Lanka, killing so many demons, but that is for the service of Ram. So it is for the benefit of all. And Arjuna also killed so many, but it is for the service of Krishna, for the benefit of all. They are not in false ego. They're doing for the eternal welfare of all. So like that, Vrindavan Das Thakur is well established in real ego, and what he is doing is for the eternal welfare of all, not any pride. So I want to read some parts from Chaitanya Bhagavat to receive Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's grace. I have that hope because Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami said, if atheist, Muslim or any fallen soul, he will hear, then he will also, his heart will melt and he will become a devotee. So with that hope, I'm reading Chaitanya Bhagavat. I will just open somewhere randomly, praying the grace of Patit Pavan Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Dine dine Mahananda Navadipa Puri Vaikuntha Nayak Vishwambar Avatori Priyatama Nityananda Sange Kutu Hole Bhakata Samaje Nijo Nama Rase Kele Pratidin Nisha Bhage Koroye Kirtan Bhakta Binutakite Na Pai Onyojon. The Bengali. Day after day, the abode of Navadip became filled with ecstasy because of the presence of Vishwambar, the Lord of Vaikuntha, means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Accompanied by his beloved Nityananda, the Lord engaged in pastimes of relishing his own names in the association of the devotees. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself in the mood of devotee and worshipping Krishna to relish that what his devotees relish when they worship Krishna, and the best worship is to chant his own names in association with pure devotees, means for the satisfaction of Krishna. The Lord performed kirtan every night. No one except the devotees could participate. Eto boro Vishwambar Shaktir Mohima Tribhuvane longite na pare keho sima Agochore dure thaki mili dosh panche Mandamatra bole jam ghore jai pache Keho bole koli kale kiser Vaishnav Joto deko hero pet posha gula sop. The glories of Vishwambar's prowess were so great that no one in the three worlds knew their limits. Hidden in the distance, 5 or 10 people gathered together and spoke bad words that would take them to hell. Someone said, "What kind of Vaishnava can there be in Kali Yuga? Those Vaishnavas we see are simply engaged in filling their stomachs." This is a sign of that envy. They think they're only begging to, acting like Vaishnavas to beg to get their food. Keho bole egular bandi hat pai, jole feli diye jodi tobe dukho jaye. Keho bole are bhai jani onishchit, gram khan nashta koilo nimai pandit, bhoy dekhayeno sobe dekhibar tore. Antare nahi bhagyo chatur jeki kore. Someone else said, if I can tie their hands and legs and throw them in the water, my unhappiness will be mitigated. You see what kind of mood. Someone said, oh brother, know for certain that Nimai Pandit Mahaprabhu will ruin the entire village. They would threaten the devotees so that they could see the kirtan. But because they were unfortunate, what could their cunning accomplish? because Mahaprabhu told those who are devotees, they can enter into those kirtans in the night in Sriva's courtyard. Otherwise, if someone non-devotee, then it disturbs the mood. He wants to exploit. So they became envious and they wanted to threaten here. Prabhupada is telling in commentary, because of the miscreants' misfortune, the cunning they displayed to see Sri Chaitanya Dev's most confidential Sankirtan pastimes by installing fear in the devotees was ineffective. Sankirtan kore Prabhu Sachir Anandan, Jagater Chitta Briti kore Yashodhan, Dekhite na pai lok kore Anutap, Sobe Abhagya boli Chare Anishwas, Kehoba Kaharo Thai Porihar kore, Sangope Sankirtan Gya Dekhi Bar Tore. As the son of Sachi, Mahaprabhu performed Sankirtan, the consciousness of everyone in the world was purified. Ordinary people lamented because they could not see the Kirtan. They sighed deeply and considered themselves unfortunate. Some people requested the devotees to let them inside so that they could secretly watch the Sankirtan. Prabhu se sarvagya iha sarvada se jane, ei boye keho kare na loi se stane, ek brahmachari sei navadipe boise, tapasi parama sadhu boso ye nirdoshe, sarva kalpayach pan onno nahi kai, Prabhur kirtan vipra dekhi bare chai. You know this, Lila. All the Lord's servants understood that the Lord knew everything because He is in the inside heart of everyone. Supreme Lord. So in fear of His reaction, they did not take anyone inside because Mahaprabhu already told those who are non-devotees, they should not be allowed to enter. Because service of Krishna should not be disturbed. That is the target, not any discrimination or pride or anything. No, it is for the service of Krishna. There was one particular brahmachari who lived in Navadip. He was austere, saintly, and faultless. He only drank milk and did not eat rice. This brahmana wanted to see the Lord's Kirtan. Prabhu se duyardiya koroye kirtan, probeshite nare bhakta bina onyojon, sei bipra protidin Sriva serostane, nritya dekhibar lagi sadoye apone, tumi jodi ekdin kripa koro more, apone loya jaho barir bitore, tobe se dekhie pan panditer nritya, lochan sapol koron, hon krita kritya. Since the Lord performed kirtan behind closed doors, no one other than the devotees was allowed to enter. This particular brahmana daily requested Srivas to allow him to see the Lord's dancing. If you bestow mercy on me and take me one day inside your house, I will be able to see my pandits dancing. Then my eyes will be successful and I will always remain grateful to you. Ei moto protidin sadoye brahman, ardina Srinivas bolila bochon, tomare to jani sarva kal boro bhalo, brahmacharya phol ahare goye ila kalo, kon pap nahi jani tomar shorire, dekibar tomar to ache odikare. In this way, the brahmana daily appealed to Srinivas, who one day replied to him, I know you have always been a good person. Throughout your life you have observed strict celibacy and eaten only fruits. Your body is free from sin, so you are certainly qualified to see the kirtan. Prabhur se agya nahi keho jai bare, sangope takiba ei, boli luntomare, eto boli brahmanere, Loia cholila, ekdike ara hoi, sango perohila, nritya kore chaturdosh, bhuvanero nath, chaturdihe mahabhagyavanta, barga sat. But I tell you, the Lord has instructed us not to bring anyone inside, so you will have to stay hidden. After speaking in this way, he took the Brahmana inside and hid him in one corner. Thereafter, the Lord of the 14 worlds began to dance in the midst of his most fortunate associates. 14 worlds means in this material universe, 7 lower, 7 upper, altogether 14, but master is Krishna. Krishna Ram Mukunda Murari Banamali, Sobe Mili Gai Hoi Mahakutu Holi, Nityananda Gadadhar Dhoriya Berai, Anande Advaita Singha Chari Dige Dhai, Parananda Suke Keho Bhajya Nahi Jane, Vaikuntha Nayak Nritya Koroye Apone. They all jubilantly sang together, Krishna, Ram, Mukunda, Murari, Banamali. Nityananda and Gadadhar held each other as they twirled around. The lion-like Advaita ran here and there in ecstasy. As the Lord of Vaikuntha personally danced, everyone lost external consciousness in transcendental happiness. Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, bolo bhai. Iha boy ar kichu shunite nai pai. Oshru kampaloma harsha soghon hunkar. Ke kohite pare bishwam pare erbikar. Sarvagir churamani bishwam barai. Jane dvijalukaiya achoye ethai. Nothing could be heard other than Hari bol, Hari bol. O brothers, chant the holy names. Who can describe Vishwambara's transformations of ecstatic love like shedding of tears, shivering, hairs standing on end, and loud roaring? Yet, Lord Vishwambara, the crash jewel of omniscient person, Sarvagya, Supreme Lord and pure devotees, they are omniscient, they know everything, knew that a Brahmana was hiding there. Rohia rohia bole Prabhu Vishwambhar, Aji keno prema jok napan nirbhar. Keho jani asiache barir bitore, kichu nahi buji satya koho dekhi more. Bhoy pai Srinivas boloye bochon, pashander ite Prabhu nahi agomon. Sobe ek brahmachari boro subrahman, Sarvakal payah pan nishpap jibon. Dekhite tomar nritya shraddha tar boro, Nibrit acho e Prabhu jani acho doro. Shuni kroda beshe tobe bole Vishwambar, Jat jat barir bahir loya kor. Mor nritya dekhite uchar kon shakti, Payah pan korile ki mote hoy bhakti. See, here you see, Mahaprabhu also became angry. That is not tamoguna. It is out of affection, compassion, to rectify us. Lord Vishwambara repeatedly stopped dancing and said, "Why am I not feeling any ecstasy today? I cannot understand. It seems someone is inside the house. Tell me the truth." In fear, Srinivas replied, "O Lord, no atheists have come inside. There is only one brahmachari, a pious brahmana, who leads a sinless life and only drinks milk. He had a strong desire to see your dancing. You have rightly surmised, O Lord, he is hiding inside the house." On hearing this, Vishwambara angrily said, "Quickly take him out of the house. What qualification does he have to see my dancing? Can one attain devotion to me by drinking milk?" Mirabai also said, if by drinking milk one could get Supreme Lord, then calf of cow would get, he's only drinking milk. And if it would be possible to remain in water doing tapasya to get Supreme Lord, then aquatics in the sea they would get. If it would be possible by brahmacharya, by celibacy, then those who are eunuchs, they could get Supreme Lord, or by vegetarianism, then elephant could get, no, only by prema, or here Mahaprabhu also will explain. Who can see Supreme Lord? One who will be inclined to serve him, who will surrender to him. So Mahaprabhu here is telling, Dui buch tuli Prabhu anguli dekhai, payach pane kobu more kecho nahi pai, chandale o mochar shoron jodiloi, secho mor muitar jani honishchoy, sanyasi omor jodi naloi shoron, secho mor noche satya bolilun bochon. The Lord raised his two arms and extended his index fingers while saying, no one can attain me simply by drinking milk. Know for certain that even if a chandala, that is outcast or dog eater, very low class caste, but if he surrenders to me, he is mine and I am his. If even a sannyasi does not surrender to me, he is not mine. This is the truth I am telling you. Varna ashram dharma for ashramas, sannyas topmost, and varnas also. So chandala is outside. But Mahaprabhu here is telling the point. Point is whether one is surrendered to him or not. Gajendra banor gope ki tap korilo, bolo dekhi tar more kemote pailo, asure o tap kore kiho itahar, bine mor sharan loile nahi par. Prabhu bole payach pane more nahi pai, sakala kori muchurna dekhi be ethai. See. Tell me, what kind of austerities Gajendra, that is elephant, the monkeys, and the cowherds perform to attain me? What austerity? No austerity. Even the demons perform austerities, like Hiranyakashipu. But what is the result? Unless they take shelter of me, they cannot be delivered. So it is not point, Mahaprabhu giving point, do some external austerity that does not make you qualified to see Supreme Lord. Only those who will serve him. The Lord continue, one cannot attain me simply by drinking milk. You will see right here now, you will see right here how I smash him to pieces. Mahaprabhu speaking out of compassion. Mahaboya brahmachari hoila bahir, mone mone chintaye brahman mahadhir, ei boro bhagya moye jeki chute khilun, aparat anurup shashti opailun, adbhut dekhilun nritya adbhut kirtan, aparat anurup pailun torjon. That Brahman told, as that sober brahmachari Brahmana left in great fear, he thought to himself, I am indeed fortunate to have seen something. I have also received appropriate punishment for my offense. I saw that wonderful dancing and wonderful kirtan, and I was punished according to my offense. Seva koile ei moto buddhi hoi, seva ke se prabor sakal danda soy, ei moto chintia cholite dvijo obor, janileno antarjami prabhu bishambar, dakia anya punah koruna sagor, pada padma dilatar mastak upor. Prabhu bole tapa kori na koro hobol, Vishnu bhakti sarva shrestha jano hokevol. Anande krondam kore sei vipra abor, Prabhur karuna gun smore nirantar, Hari boli santoshe sakal bhakta gon, Dandavat hoya porila, toto kon. Only a servant of the Lord develops such a mentality and is able to tolerate the Lord's chastisement. As that exalted Brahmana departed, Gurudev told, because he was simple-hearted, he was not crooked. That is why he could understand. As that exalted Brahmana departed while thinking in this way, Lord Vishwambar, the super soul, understood his heart. The Lord, who is an ocean of mercy, called the Brahmana back because now his heart is changed and placed his lotus feet on his head. The Lord then told him that he shouldn't be proud of his austerity and he should know for certain that devotional service to the Supreme Lord is supreme. Like I am qualified, I'm only drinking milk, I'm brahmachari, celibacy, all this, so I have qualification. No, Mahaprabhu said no. So Mahaprabhu here telling, you should know by devotional service, Vishnu Bhakti. That exalted Brahmana cried in ecstasy as he continually remembered the merciful qualities of the Lord. All the devotees then jubilantly chanted the name of Hari and immediately offered obeisances to the brahmachari because he got grace, Mahaprabhu. Shraddha kori jai shune esa prahasya, Gaurachandra Prabhu tare milibo abhashya, Brahmachari prati kripa koriya Thakur, Ananda abeshen ritya koren prachur. Sei dvija charane amar namaskar, Chaitanyar dande hoilo heno buddhijar. Anyone who faithfully hears this confidential pastime will certainly attain Lord Gaurachandra. After bestowing mercy on the brahmachari, the Lord profusely danced in ecstasy. I offer my obeisances at the feet of that brahmana, whose intelligence was purified by Lord Chaitanya's chastisement. Vrindavan Das Thakur is offering obeisance to that brahmana. So today is Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's appearance day. I am remembering his birthplace there in Modadrondip, and bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy to bestow service of his lotus feet and his object to worship, Gaur Nityananda Prabhu. And I received a question from Paramananda. Why is Krishna wearing peacock feather? Why? Our Guru, I will reply according to my limited capacity, what I heard from Gurudev. Gurudev told there are not many Supreme Lords. Supreme Lord is only one. Nothing can be outside infinite, otherwise infinite will lose his position. Absolute is one, ekam eva dvityam in Shastra, but he has many, or in reality unlimited forms and unlimited pastimes. In transcendental realms, also he appears in unlimited forms in this material world to protect, and all this we are hearing from Bhagavatam. So different leelas are there. Some are mentioned in Shastra. So when Supreme Lord is in the mood of opulence, then he is Narayan. When opulence is predominant, then he is doing pastimes as Narayan. When he is as Mahaprabhu, then predominance is compassion, munificence. When he is as Ramachandra, then predominance is that following of all moral rules of Shastra. And as Nrishinga, affection and protection to his devotees, so different pastimes. So for different, and as Krishna, he's doing his sweet pastimes. So every form of Supreme Lord, according to his lila, he also has certain paraphernalia to facilitate that lila. That is why, because Krishna is sweetness, madhurja, so that Vrindavan lila is very simple. You will not externally see some opulence like this. And according to Rasa Tattva, means transcendental taste, Krishna lila and Krishna's form, that is original because his all rasas are manifested in him. He is highest in the matter of rasa. So for his lila, such plain, simple environment is there, like cowherd, very simple life, because loving relations there, they don't know he is God. They accept him as son, as friend, as beloved, like that. There is no this majestic aspect, awe and reverence, otherwise that love and affection will be crippled, limited. So Mahaprabhu told Aradhya Bhagavan Brajeshatana Tadrama Vrindavan. You should worship Nandanandan Krishna, son of Nanda Maharaj. Narayan has no father, mother. But Krishna is doing pastime of accepting father and mother because doing pastime like a human being, so that these loving relationships are can be to that highest degree, and they don't know he's God, those Brajavasis. They have that transcendental love for him. It has nothing to do with this mundane lust and these things. That is topmost. Then Vrindavan is as worshipable as he, because Vrindavan is non-different from Krishna. It is his Lila Shakti, Nila Shakti, or Baladev, that Sandini Shakti, that is another. So the point is, like Narayan in Vaikuntha, he's playing the pastime of great opulence. So he's in palace and he has so many jewels, diamond necklaces, everything, and big crown with everything, pastime of opulence. But Krishna in Vrindavan is a simple cowherd boy. So for his decoration, he's also putting only peacock feather, because that is available in village, many peacocks, and peacock feather is very beautiful. So he's putting that inside as a decoration. And Brahma, we heard from Gurudev, when Brahma came to Vrindavan and he heard from some that Krishna is Supreme Lord, he said, how he can be Supreme Lord? He is ordinary cowherd boy. I created Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, and he is their son. How he can be Supreme Lord? Because Brahma knows about Narayan. Narayan is not born, and he has so much opulence and all this. He's my father. So why they are saying Krishna is Supreme Lord? He has no opulence, no necklace, no crown, only peacock feather is there, and very poor person, and only horn is there, and they're also not giving respectful obeisance to Krishna, father, mother. He is giving obeisance to them as per Varnashram, and the cowherd friends, they're sometimes climbing on him. How they can do this? You should not step on Supreme Lord. And when Krishna is eating, cowherd boys also eating, they're giving their own remnants to Krishna to eat. Brahma seeing all this, he said, how he's Supreme Lord? Why they're saying? I reject. And also I will show them. Then he stole all the cowherd boys and cows and everything. He put in mountain, and Krishna was searching and was crying, where are they? Then Brahma said, if you are Supreme Lord, then why you don't know? You should be omniscient. So Brahma totally rejected. Then when Brahma went, then Krishna smiled. And he expanded himself in so many cowherd boys and cows and everything, because he wanted to fulfill the desire of Brajavasis. They wanted to directly feed him, those other mothers and cows and like this, and also to crush the pride of Brahma. So he made that pastime, that he did lila, and when Brahma came back, he saw everything is same. Oh, he's very, very cunning. He understood. I took them to that Sumeri mountain. He went there back and saw those cows and cowherd boys, they are sleeping there under the illusion of Brahma. And he said, how? They are sleeping here. Again, he went to Vrindavan and saw that everything is going on. Same voices, same figures, everything. He was astonished. What is this? Again, he went there and saw they're sleeping. Again, like this, few times he went. Then ultimately, because Brahma has 4 heads, he was with one head, he was looking there, another head looking here. And he saw they are sleeping same ones. Here, same ones, they are moving and doing all activities. Then Brahma understood, oh my God, I can put my illusion into every created being, but only Supreme Lord can bewilder me. So I am bewildered. Then Brahma surrendered to Krishna, and Krishna showed him that all those cowherd boys and cows and all, they took the form of Narayana Murtis, Vishnu Murtis. So Narayana understood, oh, Krishna is the source of all of them. They are non-different. I could not recognize. He repeatedly bowed down. Then Krishna showed him his natural, that son of Nanda Maharaj form, with peacock feather and with all the. So Brahma then saw, by the grace of Krishna, that. Then he saw, oh, I could not understand. It is so charming. This whole Vrindavan is so charming. Krishna's form is so charming. His flute is charming. His lotus feet are charming. It has no comparison to anything. He was fully attracted and he offered prayers to Krishna. So that is why, to facilitate, it is suitable for Krishna's intimate, that simple lila, that is paraphernalia like that he's decorating himself with peacock feather. That peacock feather is also transcendental. It's not material, it is transcendental. Everything is transcendental. That peacock feather can speak, can walk, can do everything. It's all transcendental. So because of that paraphernalia, and also one can also ask, which Krishna you meant having peacock feather? Because Krishna is doing his lila in Vrindavan, then he's going to Mathura. In Mathura there is no peacock feather, whereas Krishna is there. Then he's going to Dwaraka, he's a king. There he's putting crown, there is no peacock feather there. The Krishna, only Vrindavan Krishna is wearing peacock feathers. That is why when from Dwaraka Krishna came to Kurukshetra for that solar eclipse, and all the Brajavasis came. Then when Jashoda called him, you know that history, then Krishna threw off all those royal opulence, dress, horse, everything, that he ran, and he became like a small boy in the lap of Jashoda, because her affection is like that. And all were astonished. Then when he met with the gopis, then gopis saw, and Radharani said, yes, you are same Krishna and I am same Radha and I am happy to see you, but I don't like this paraphernalia here. You should come to Vrindavan on the bank of Jamuna and with your peacock feather and flute playing fifth note. That I want. Here there is no such that Vrindavan atmosphere. So this rasa is not here. So Krishna wanted to escape with that chariot, but means that driver wanted to take away Krishna, but gopis did not allow. They took that chariot as chariots reins, means the ropes, and they were pulling Krishna to Vrindavan. Vrindavana cholo he Gopinath. You come to Vrindavan, Gopinath. So in this mood, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing Jagannath Dev in Puri. Coming from Dwaraka, that majestic aspect, Jagannath Dwaraka mood, Mahaprabhu in the mood of Radharani was pulling that chariot towards Gundicha, Vrindavan. There in Vrindavan, Krishna is wearing peacock feather as a decoration on his head. No crown and these things, only simple. But Brahma saw with by the grace of Krishna, that is highest. So charming, no comparison anywhere. I want to take birth here in Vrindavan as some grass or some creeper or something, so that I can get the dust of the lotus feet of Brajavasis on my head. Brahma telling, highest birth in this universe, he's telling, I want that kind of birth. After he got realization, what is Vrindavan? What is that sweet Krishna? So this year, Purushottamant is coming. We will have to hear this Lila, how Brahma, now I only told in short, how Brahma tried to test, examine Krishna, whether he is Supreme Lord, and what he then saw, and what are his prayers. He said, you are the object of worship. I could not understand you. You please forgive my offense. And how he prayed, how fortunate this Nanda Maharaj, Jashoda, all the cowherd boys, gopis, how fortunate they are. At least if I can be born somewhere near Vrindavan, maybe not even inside Vrindavan, at least near Vrindavan, like this. So that is why Krishna, in this Leela, he is not wearing any crown, but he is wearing peacock feather, because that is naturally available in village. And other ornaments are there, very simple, flowers in his hair, and the belt, and that rod for cows, horn, flute. So these are the paraphernalia of Krishna Lila. So there is more, but time is over. So tomorrow we will hear Srimad Bhagavatam.